Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Today we'll be working on Minion Love by Mandie Manzano. As you can tell, I actually decided after the call yesterday and all that to just open it all up, right? Open it completely up and just, I may have shown you this because we were working on the black, I believe, but yeah, so let's just finish the last two sections, be done with it. I did my whites beforehand so that I could change my wax, and guess what? I didn't change my wax, so I am going to kind of go over some of the things that we're using today. And in the meantime, be patient with me as I clean out my multiplacer. So my tray that I'll be using today comes from My 3D Designs. So here's my tray. I will not be putting it on the pad. I don't have a place to put it on the pad, so I am back to holding. I only have to hold at the very end. I know you could probably put them on top of your diamonds. I don't like to. So as you all have been told before, these are for silver bars that allow this to break up into 3 separate colors. I personally like it for the depth of getting my diamonds. A lot of my diamonds I don't even have to mess with because these lines in the tray are high enough. It's a high enough height. I wish it was just about maybe a ½ an inch taller. I'd have less problem with spillage out the back when I'm doing my shake. When I have large amounts in my tray, so like when I'm working with my black that is prominent, when I'm using the black that's prominent, like in this painting, so I have a big amount in the tray, sometimes I have to watch how much I put in the tray because the sides are just not quite high enough. But that's only if I want to be piggish and run through it real quick. But we're good. So we're almost done cleaning this out. I will show you. Today we will be using our multiplacer from Lexi Lillicross. And today I have you out farther only because I'm going to be working on a color. I'm going to be working on this little hat sign, the hat symbol. And it's all through here, all through here, all through here, all the way around. So it's like in a big section. So I just wanted to make sure you guys could always see when I'm laying a diamond. I will also be we'll be reading our article from Diamond Art Club, 5 productive hobbies that help you build useful skills, March 9th, 2020. So we are in March. We're around the shutdown last year. And this is where all of our, daily stuff started. And I'm just going to pop in some wax in here. And I'll show you real quick, because some people wonder. My wax sometimes sticks, so I just take it out and I put it alongside the edge of my pen and pop it out, and there it goes back into its little wax container. I have a little container that I bought at the container store. I have a whole bunch of them. And they're like square rectangles that puts wax in it. I also have little round ones that I can use for various things. So that's my wax, and I can see that it is billowing out. So let me fix this real quick. And let's see. I have a swim noodle, half a swim noodle on, holding the completed part of the Minion painting. So we have that. And then I think that's all, because we're not using the beadsmith today. I do have my lap desk and my light pad are from Amazon. Everything is linked in the description below. So if you are interested in any of those, I'd be more than happy to share that with you. Now, I'm going to get started on doing some diamond painting here as we chit-chat a little bit. I don't have a whole lot to chit-chat, and I do want to get into our article. However, I'm excited about having this painting done. I spent the whole of pretty much yesterday. I did go in and work on the old shoe house for about an hour, and I'm going to start putting in about an hour a day every day, going into my office and sitting at my desk and working on the old shoe house. I want to get that one done as well, because that one's also going to be part of our wallpaper that I'll be putting together. So that'll be fun. Once these two are done, we can start doing the wallpaper. Once I get it completed, or once I get the first section up, so when I'm putting the minions up, I might do little blurbs and do a quick video on how I will be hanging my paintings, because I will not be framing them. And I'm not sure if I'm going to put, and I think I probably will, except I don't know how much it will take for this, but I'll probably talk to my husband about it today. I'd like to put it on a nice, strong poster board, or some of the thicker boards. I want to do that just because I want to protect the painting before it goes up on the wall. I'm sure that nothing's going to happen to the back of the canvas. I've already made the back of the canvas dirty, just going in and out as much as we were. We're now into the heart of summer here in Florida, so actually today we are still clouded over. We have a 40% chance of rain. We had some more extensive thunderstorms last night. The night before last, we were sitting here in our living room. I was sitting right where I'm sitting right now, and I heard lightning. Well, I heard the thunder after the lightning. It was really close, but we had really, really, really super heavy winds as well. And so all of a sudden this huge branch falls off our tree. So we have to cut that down. It came off the big oak in the front yard, and it was like a major sized branch for this tree. So it was a good probably 5 or 6 inches width. So it was round, 5 or 6 inches. So with that being said, it's an older one. So my husband, it was funny because he got up and he decided he was going to run out and try to put it out and let the garbage men take it. No, garbage men aren't going to take that big of a stick and put it in their truck. I've seen them pick up a lot of things though, so I was interested to see if they'd pick up the stick. I've seen them pick up couches and put in the back. They just like to watch them break when they put them in. Here in Florida, we don't have as stringent rules regarding waste as you do in California. when I lived in California in Vallejo, they monitored even the recycling, and they would leave you a note if it was wrong. They'll go through your box. The garbage men actually go through and decide if it's recyclable or not. And you get a little brownie button type thing if you did good. And if you mess up, they leave you a note saying, don't do this again. These are the only things allowed in this can. And you'd have to put them out every week. And they check your garbage can to make sure you're not throwing away recyclables. So California was really stringent. Now, we all have heard the stories about the San Francisco and how San Francisco is on the forefront of no plastic bags, checking garbage, making sure that recycling is correct, doing the recycling on a weekly basis, forcing everybody to have 2 cans, forcing everybody to ensure they complied with all of the recycling. And so, yeah, California was one. They're very strict out there. The last 10 years have been kind of nice not having the super strict laws. I do believe recycling is a good thing, but I do not want to be forced into it. So, and then we started watching, it's Penn and Teller, and it's called Bullshit. It's from Showtime, and Penn and Teller actually go through and substantiate or disprove different things that companies say about their products, right? So it's really funny too, because we've been watching it and they really seriously they went after PETA. I don't know if you guys know who PETA is, but PETA is a big animal rights activist. And I found it interesting that this company or this nonprofit organization goes around and says that they're protecting and saving animals from euthanasia, right? But then if you look at their records, they euthanize as well. So they're kind of a double standard. Don't euthanize, but we'll save them, and if we think they're not good enough, then we'll euthanize them. It's kind of it looked like, based on the numbers, it was like a 30 or 40% draw that they were doing. It's a lot, you know? I'm like, seriously, people, the heck are you doing in this world, right? Are we going to protect the animals, or are we not going to protect the animals? And I believe in rescuing animals. I believe in protecting animals. If they don't need to be euthanized, let's do what we can to find a place for them. Every animal has a right to a healthy, happy life, right? Just like every American citizen in the United States, we have the right to a healthy, happy life, right? And we don't really have it. That's just what we go for, right? We don't have that right. We can try and have a happy, healthy life, right? So that's what our goal is. And, you know, I believe that's the way it should be with animals as well. We should think of animals in the same way as how we feel about ourselves. But to find out that they sit there and they advocate and they go around telling all these lies, they keep telling about euthanization, right? And yeah, it's hard to say that word. Euthanizing animals if they're sick, and trying to help them will just keep them in more pain. I will put my animal down. I will euthanize my animal only because I raise my animals to be happy and healthy, and when they're not, and I can't do anything to make them better, then it is time. But I can't be the one to take my animal to the vet. I can't do it. It's time to go to the vet, and somebody else better be ready to take either one of my dogs to the vet, because I won't be ready for that. I'll sign it, but I don't know. I've never been able to euthanize any of my animals. This wasn't really supposed to be a video about euthanizing animals. I just found it interesting as a TV show. They debunk a lot of things, so I'll keep you guys up to date if there's any more fascinating stories like that. But that's about all I've got for today on Little Chit Chat. So let's get started on our article. Now our article is short today. I breezed through it yesterday, just kind of look at it. So we're doing five productive hobbies that help you build useful skills. Okay, so when you think of hobbies and the skills they help you learn, or they might not help you learn that skill, but what if they are there and so you get different skills from different things you do. So, different kinds of crafts will give you different skills. Diamond painting is hand-eye coordination. Being able to put diamonds on a canvas and make it look like it was meant to be that way, right? That's kind of the way I look at how art is. It's meant to be a certain way, but we have the ability to change it if we want, right? So let's kind of see what kind of hobbies are out there that will help us build useful skills. So when it comes to finding a hobby that you love, the possibilities are endless. But some hobbies can be more beneficial than others. Many people enjoy sitting down after dinner and watching TV. And while TV shows can be very entertaining, they are not necessarily making you a more productive person. And I disagree with that statement in the fact that you don't know what kind of TV shows I watch. If I'm watching a documentary, then I'm learning something. And I know a lot of people don't sit down to watch documentaries, right? I'm a documentary freak. I don't like many television shows. I don't like many movies. But I love the documentaries, whether they be true crime or whether they just be a documentary about, draining the oceans. That's the big one. National Geographic, I have it on Disney Plus. And what they do is they use a sonar unit and they scan the bottom of the ocean floor. And by scanning, they can actually look at the ocean floor, because this sonar is similar to like when you're doing an ultrasound with a baby and you're hearing the heartbeat or you're seeing the body. The sound waves reflect and they bring back an image exactly what's there. So it was really interesting. They did a Drain the Oceans on the Titanic. And so they were able to actually see the Titanic on the bottom of the ocean and check a bunch of different things and look at it and find out that when they originally thought that the Titanic broke on the top of the water or as it was going down, one of the pillars did break off early, but based on all the evidence and where all the debris field is and where they know of the other debris that people have already come in and removed, not necessarily being debris, but it could be an artifact or whatever. But by looking at the debris field on the bottom of the ocean, as well as looking at where the two pieces to the Titanic lie on the bottom of the ocean, and it actually comes back and says that the Titanic didn't break apart until it was about 400 feet from the bottom of the ocean. So 400 feet before it came to its final resting place is where it broke. So it sank all the way down, and it didn't break during that time. Isn't that kind of cool? I found it interesting. And they have Indian Oceans. They've actually found missing boats. I have to go back and re-watch the one about the Malaysian airliner. I believe that wasn't found in the end, but they had some promising evidence as where it might be, and they will continue looking. I'm really interested to see where the final resting point. But they have found missing aircraft. They found missing ships. They've been able to drain the Bermuda Triangle, which I live right off the coast of the Bermuda Triangle. Or not really right off the coast. It's down in the Miami area, but it is off the coast of Florida. That's where all the U-boats went. So it was kind of interesting, and they have pirate ones, and it's just, I'll keep you up to date on that one too, because that show is fantastic. And I know we weren't talking about National Geographic, and we weren't talking necessarily about the show, but it kind of ties back into what they're saying is not most TV that you sit down to watch is really not educational, right? It's not something that's going to get you a promising job. It's not something that's going to be there for you the rest of your life. But, it was a fun little find. And I can find documentaries. So, the most part, I do agree with that statement. But in the same instance, I also disagree with that statement. So, with that said, I can agree or disagree, and you can agree or disagree with me as well. If you agree with this or disagree with this thought process that watching TV may be entertaining, but it's really not necessarily making you a productive person. In being a productive person, I have my TV on probably close to 20 hours a day, because during the day I sit and watch YouTube, or I watch a show series that I want to watch till my husband gets up. And then I do my video. I pause the TV, but the TV's always on. And then I go back to my videos when I'm done with my video. So it's just, I do it for the noise in the background. I hardly ever sit and watch a TV show. It's not something that I do on a regular basis. I do occasionally when there's something fun or good to watch. I do like to watch my documentaries. I probably watch them over a period of time, and then I come back and rewatch them. But I have so many on my Disney Plus, my Hulu, and my Discovery Plus. I usually watch mostly Discovery Plus, Disney Plus, and YouTube. Those are my go-to apps to watch. We also have ESPN Plus, which we'll use during football season because it's the only sport we watch. But I think I'm going to go on and see what's going on with the Lightning and if they've made it through to the next round, and see if we can bring the Stanley Cup back. So go Lightning, right? Go Lightning. I'd like to see us bring the Stanley Cup back again. That would be fun. We had the Stanley Cup this year. We won the Super Bowl this year with home field advantage, which was something that has never, ever, ever, ever happened in football history, that the football game was played at the stadium of the team, of one of the teams that were in the actual Super Bowl. It was quite cool to see that come to life, right? In front of our very eyes. It's fun. So let's get back onto our article. Oh, speaking about football season, though, when I don't know if the Niners are coming this year, 49ers are coming this year, but if they do, I'm hoping we can still get tickets. I've been to every 49er game that they've come to see, the Tampa Bay Bucks. I'm proud of the Tampa Bay altogether sports-wise, but I am not a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan at all. I am a diehard 49er fan and New Orleans Saints fan. And don't judge me. Yes, I have two, and they're both in the same division. Absolutely. They're not in the same division. They're both in the NFC, though. They're not in the AFC. Neither one of them are in the AFC. My husband's team is in the AFC, and he's the Patriots. But as you know, Tom Brady is the current quarterback now for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So I get stuck watching the Tampa Bay Buccaneers more often than I'd like right now. But that's okay. My husband loves Tom Brady, so we end up watching the Bucs more often than not because that's what's on local TV anyways. And they block out and black out everything else. So let's get back. Of course, sometimes we want a mindless activity to help us unwind, but it's healthy to have a mix of productive hobbies and mindless ones. So sometimes you just need something mindless, right? You've worked a long day, it was stressful, and you just need to sit and vegetate on your couch and do things that are mindless, something you don't have to think about because all you've done all day is think. Think, right? So sometimes you do need those mindless TV shows where you can just kind of sit here and stare off into space, right? So yes, mindless ones are, but having a mix of productive hobbies will allow you to feel more productive while you watch those unproductive television shows, right? When you're watching The Bachelor or something that you're not going to learn from. I mean, you've got to have some kind of outlet, right? And that's the thing. I have an outlet. I do crafts. I can tell my husband's moody. He needs to do something. And I got to kind of get him moving on doing something so he gets kind of out of his moodiness. And so we're going to move on to the next subject. And if you're looking to pick up a new hobby that may help improve your thinking and teach you some new skills, learn about some of our favorite productive hobbies, including crafts like paint with diamonds or practicing regular journaling. Do you journal? let me know in the comments below if you journal. I am not a journaler. I can journal, but I don't like to write. So journaling is not my cup of tea. But I'm not going to take it away from all those that it is, because it is a very helpful tool. Now, when I say I'm not a journaler, that means I don't journal all the time. Sometimes I write to process, but I don't journal on a regular basis. So number 1 is journaling. If you're interested in writing in any capacity, so any capacity you want to write, and that's where I fall off, is I don't want to write, right? I don't want to write, so I don't write. It's a good idea to make journaling a part of your everyday life. Even if you're not necessarily a writer, this is a really great habit to get into, because writing can help you process your thoughts and feelings, shedding light on situations that you may have previously been upset or confused about. Many people who struggle with anxiety, depression, and severe stress can benefit from journaling, as research shows that it helps you work through and overcome these feelings. And yes, I do use writing techniques to overcome, but I don't make it I don't do journaling every day. I can't. I don't like writing, and so it's like trying to get me to write is like trying to pull teeth out, right? Journaling is also a nice way to preserve memories, so that when you look back and read your entries years from now, you may uncover memories and thoughts you completely forgot about. If you don't want to write about your own personal life, you can also start a journal filled with stories or poems to help build your written and creative skills. So, you can write stories. Your journal is your journal. Nobody can tell you how to do your journal, right? You shouldn't have to go to somebody to get somebody to decide how you're going to journal. You can reach out for thoughts and ideas from people, but ultimately, the journaling has to be your thought process. It has to be your process within the system, right? I can't do the journaling for you. I can't tell you what kind of journaling is going to be more productive for you if you want to do. So journaling is not something that I have a lot of expertise on. So the only thing I really have expertise on is the fact that I don't do it. So let's get to the next one, because the next one is, I don't know that it's a hobby. And I don't know that journaling is a hobby either. I think journaling is a way of working through things, yes, and journaling is a way of doing that. But I don't think that journaling is technically a craft. Some people may disagree. Go ahead and disagree with me. Tell me if you don't like it. Tell me in the comments below if you disagree that journaling is not a craft. Meditation. Okay, so I don't say that meditation per se is a craft. But if you use your craft to meditate like I do, so when I'm doing a painting, I can sit here quietly and not say a single word, because I tune in to what I'm doing and I don't pay attention to anything else, right? I don't let other distractions come in and distract me from my meditation, right? Because I have to do something to keep my mind happy and healthy, right? We all choose and want to find a happy, healthy environment, right? Or a happy, healthy life, or a happy, healthy love life. Whatever it is that you're looking for, I really, truly, honestly hope you find it. Because finding inner peace and being able to function on a daily basis and not feel so awful inside is something that's worth striving for, right? You don't want that awful feeling. You want to find something to help you. A lot of people use yoga as a meditation, right? Yoga is a great way to meditate. I don't do yoga, never have, but I do and have heard from friends that actually do yoga and how beneficial it is for them. It probably would be for me as well. However, it's not my cup of tea. I'll walk. I don't like to do aerobics. I don't like to do exercise routines. I really enjoy my walking, so when and if I can walk, I walk, right? I can walk. I have the ability to walk. I don't use a cane, and I don't use a walker. But, and that's a big but, yes. Sometimes it's hard for me to get out and get moving, function, because I'm in a lot of I have a lot of spasms. And the interesting thing is, you know, I used to have back spasms and I could get through them and everything's fine, and you know, you might need to process for a minute, but guess what? The back spasm's going to eventually go away, correct? And you're not going to have that back spasm anymore. But what happens when you have spasms in your legs, or spasms in your arms, or spasms that wrap around your body and make you feel like you're suffocating? Yes, those are the kind of things. So meditation helps me a lot to prevent that, right? I have to turn this overhead light on. My red light is just glaring on the painting where I'm trying to work. So let's get started on meditation. It may sound counterintuitive to think of meditation as a productive hobby, because the entire practice focuses on learning to still your body and mind, but it can be extremely productive and help in other aspects of your life. So that is 100% true. I 100% believe in meditation, and I think that meditation is a healthy activity that everybody should try in any shape or form. Even if you feel that you have a perfect life and your life is going wonderful, it's good to practice that meditation. So when you have hard times in your life, and we all do, right? It's common. We all have hard times in our lives, right? But we can overcome them. We can work through them. We can get through them, whatever we need to do, right? And meditation is one of those that can really help with that. It's easy to add meditation to your daily routine by practicing for 5 or 10 minutes each morning or evening. Learn more about specific meditation exercises that can help reduce feelings of stress and leave you feeling calmer and more collected. So they do have a link in their article. So if you go to Diamond Art Club's blog and you go to the one we're currently reading, which is 5 productive hobbies that help build useful skills, and go down to number 2, and in the second paragraph on the second line is a line from meditation exercises. Now, I have had training in meditation, so I usually do my meditation, and you'll see me, some people will just see me like zone out on diamond painting, and to me, that's a productive meditation for me. I'm meditating in a way that makes me happy, healthy, and makes me want to just get up and go, right? Because that's what this is all about. It's 100% what it's all about, right? So, People who regularly practice meditation are often more productive in their careers and are better equipped to handle stressful situations. If you're interested in meditation painting, check out our blog using diamond art for meditation. Oh, I can't wait till we get to that one. I don't remember what we saw that one yet. Number 3, working on arts projects. And it says arts, A-R-T-S, not art. Okay, so it could be multiple arts and one project, I guess. If you're looking for a hobby, try your hand at different types of arts and craft projects. Diamond paintings are the result of a new type of craft that has become increasingly popular using a canvas with a specific design. You add colored diamond to the image to create the final project that looks like a beautiful piece of art with the added bling of the diamonds. Yeah, I mean, obviously they're going to be pushing diamond painting because that's what their business is, and we're reading their blog. So obviously diamond painting is going to be one of those arts and crafts that will come up in all of their blogs, right? So, however, any type of craft can help you focus your mind in the same way that meditation does. And it can also vastly improve your hand-eye coordination. If you do any kind of creative work, try a new project. It may just inspire your own work too. So, that's a pretty powerful statement, right? If you do any kind of creative work, try a new project. Trying a new project may just help inspire your own work too. So sometimes doing projects that aren't necessarily what you're used to doing, so you want to find something to pull yourself out of that box, right? Open your creativity. So like it's saying, doing a kind of craft can open that creativity. I see lots of things I like to do to my paintings and make them better. And sometimes I don't do anything because I think they're perfect the way they are. But I always have in one place, and I'll never know which painting and where it is. But there's always a painting, no matter what I do, but there's always a painting that has one diamond in the wrong place. Always. To me, this is, it may be Mandie Manzano doing the drawing and the artistry artwork on it, but I look at it that I'm the one sitting here doing the work of putting the diamonds in and doing the final product. And in the end, this turns into my artwork, right? It's no longer just anybody's artwork. It's no longer just Mandie Manzano's artwork that sits on a diamond painting waiting to be painted, right? And have the diamonds put on it. And it's amazing. The canvases for Diamond Art Club are spot on. They're gorgeous. They're easy to work with, right? So that's what I look for when I'm looking for projects to do. What is something that I can do that takes me time, that in the end I spend a lot of time making sure that everything's in the right place, and I spend hours and weeks and months on these diamond paintings. And so ultimately I'm getting all kinds of meditation, right? Because yesterday I just kind of sat here quiet and I didn't say anything. I didn't talk most of the day after I did my video. Yesterday afternoon I kept quiet and I really just kind of concentrated because today is the 26th of June 2020. So that leaves me 4 days, including today, to get this completed. We will definitely get this completed within the next 4 days. I am not concerned about that at all. And I'm just going through my canvas now, kind of checking to see if I've caught all these hat ones. So Yeah. Learning to cook. Number 4 is learning to cook. So, many people consider cooking to be an art form in itself. I think so. I watch Iron Chef a lot, and all those. I watch cake decorating shows and Cupcake Wars and Cake Wars and all these cooking, different kinds of cooking shows. So cooking and documentaries are what I watch. Learning how to cook well takes a bit of scientific practice when it comes to measurements and some artistic skills when it comes to presentation and understanding how flavors work. Not only will cooking improve your creativity, but it will, of course, help you to become a better chef. Everyone loves indulging in a tasty meal, so learning this skill will make you a hit, not only at home, but at your next dinner party when you show up with the best cooked side dish of the evening. So yeah, cooking is a very relaxing. I prefer baking over cooking. I have to get to the store and get me some more Splenda brown sugar. I thought I got Splenda brown sugar and I ended up getting Splenda sugar, which was a real bummer. I was really bummed, and so I haven't been able to make my cookies, and because peanut butter cookies only use brown sugar, they don't use any white sugar. So that's one thing about peanut butter cookies is it's got the peanut butter in it because peanut butter has protein in it, right? And so I can have a little protein in my cookie, right? And it's all sugar-free, unless I put my semi-dark, semi-sweet chocolate chips in my cookies, but I can have 5 of those, and it's only 70 calories. I don't count carbs. I don't count anything but my calories. It seems to be working just fine. I don't have any issues with having problems wanting to throw up or anything like that. So I think I'm good. Everything's going good and great in this realm. So let's see. Number 5. Let's get the last of this done and wrap up our video today. I'm going to go ahead and open up my H and get it into the container while we're reading. So let me just pour those in real quick and let's get to reading. Gardening. Where's my... I always need my stopper. I did take the dog bones out because, or the paw prints, because they didn't click. This one's got a click if you listen. So when I hear that click, I know it's locked. And I really like the fact that it's locked because at the end I can pour all my diamonds down to the bottom and they will, most of the time, they lay pretty flat, right? So, diamonds, I can pour them down and out, and they'll stay here, and then I can open my container and pull this off and then pour straight to the container. It works really nice. So we're going to be working on H's. I'm going to finish reading up this article. I'll tell you right now, I have a brown thumb. I have very little to say about gardening, so the next section will be one that will be put away pretty quickly, okay? Because I don't know anything about it. So, gardening. In some ways, gardening can be considered a type of meditation, though it helps to focus both your mind and body on physical activity rather than a mental one. Gardening can be a very fulfilling hobby as you watch your plants grow and blossom. Yeah, I tried to do vegetable plants here, and I used to grow a lot of my own vegetables in California, but every time, no matter where I put them, the birds were eating them as soon as they started to grow or turn red. I never did get a single tomato off because they ate them all. Gardening can be a very fulfilling hobby as you watch your plants grow and blossom. You can always try planting household spices and vegetables to add a fresh element to each of your home-cooked meals. You may want to start off small with a small house plant or two before moving on to flower beds and eventually a full-fledged garden. So get crafty with diamond art painting. Any of these hobbies is a great way to learn a new skill and help focus your mind. But our Paint with Diamond kits in particular are a fun way to learn something new, improve your hand-eye coordination, and create a beautiful new decoration for your home or office. Browse our unique selection of designs to find something that speaks to you personally. When you order your first kit, you'll receive all the tools you need to get started. Pick your favorite and start your new hobby today. So, that's the end of our article. Think about the hobbies that you do. Obviously, if you're here, you do some kind of hobby. So, it's time to start enjoying those hobbies. So, let's have a lot of fun out there. Let's do things to make ourselves better. And so, if you like, let's go ahead and close up our video. We're closing. We're at the 51-minute mark, so let's go ahead and get closed. If you like what you see here, please give me a thumbs up. If you don't like what you see here, give me a thumbs down. But when you give me that thumbs down, please let me know what the reason was for, and I'm happy to help and try to adjust and make it better. And if you want to see more videos from me, hit the subscribe button. You'll be subscribed to my channel. I appreciate all of my subscribers. Any new subscribers will be appreciated just as much. And I wish you all a... and if you want to know when I upload that video, there's a little bell symbol next to the subscribe button. And let's see what happens next. I think once I'm done with this painting, I'm going to play around a little bit. I did some updates to my channel yesterday, so go look at my channel that you can see. It's now got my logo on it, and it looks cool, and it's got a link to my email address. But with that said, everything I've used today is in the description box, including my lap desk and my light pad. And I want to thank everybody for coming and enjoying and watching my videos as we sit and talk about various things from Diamond Art Club. Let's see what's our next vlog. Okay, so diamond painting wax alternative. 3 household items you can use in a pinch. Oh, that'll be fun. We'll see if there's some household items that we have that we can try. I might actually look and see what they are, and we can try those household items. So blue tack I have. Craft puffy I don't have. Tweezers. Okay. So it looks like I have one of them. I have 2 of them, and we can do that. So we'll be doing diamond painting wax alternative. 3 household items you can use in a pinch. March 14th, 2020. Okay, so that's going to be our article for tomorrow. So with all that said, I'm hoping that you guys all have a fantastic, wonderful rest of your day, and be safe. Bye-bye.